What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Brian with Mendez Detailing. Thank you guys so much for watching this video here. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned something from out this video. Make sure you guys comment, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, make sure you like the video. So in this video, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how we quickly detail an interior from start to finish. So right now we're washing the car. That's not a part of the video. So once we're done washing it, I'll go ahead and continue on the video. But like I said, we're gonna show you guys how we quickly, efficiently detail an interior job with two people. So sit back, relax, enjoy the video. If you have any questions, any concerns, link them down below in the description box. All the tools, all the products, everything we're using throughout the detail will be in the link in the description. Make sure y'all check it out. Without further ado, let's go ahead and start the video. Hustle never settle. Let's go. All right, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and start doing the interior detail. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up these doors real quick just so y'all can see what we're working with. So we wash the car, and with the wash, we always just rinse off the door jambs. So you guys can see the door jambs are wet, so we're gonna come back around and clean that off. Now, if you don't include this with your interior detailing, then you probably should, because this makes a lot of difference when it's dirty, and you also instantly see the door dirty when you open it. You get what I'm saying? So if you open the door and it's clean, it just gives you a better aesthetic, right? So right here, we don't have too much that we're working with, just a lot of goldfish and crackers, and overall, it just needs a good detail and vacuum. So that's what we're gonna do, and then I'm gonna show you guys kind of like what I do for the hard surfaces and stuff. So first thing I'm gonna do is open up the doors just so you have a better understanding, a better view. Now, if you have floor mats and stuff in there, then you might want to take those out. But in this case, we already washed them. They're already out here laying down, so we already cleaned them up because we were washing. We kind of like to do two things at once. So same thing on this side, just a lot of goldfish, crackers, and stuff like that. Got to clean up. Doors don't seem to be too bad. Yeah, they're not too bad. So let's go ahead and start with the detail process. All right, you guys, so when you're vacuuming the interior of any car, you want to make sure you put these seats all the way forward, because that's going to allow you to gain access to all of these hard to reach areas here and over here. So you're going to be able to get underneath very nice and good. Now, if you have the compressor, you might want to blow that off and use your tornado gun. But in this case, we didn't have any trouble with getting in there. So now we're just going to go ahead and move over to the front. And we're gonna go ahead and put these seats back now. So that way we still have access to now maximize the space and room that we have all the way. So we're gonna push this seat all the way back, and then we'll be able to access in there and over here a lot better. All right, so I know I have sweat all over this chair, this seat right here, but you want to make sure you get in between these cracks and crevices, you guys. Look at that. You can easily just push these seats open like this, and you'll be able to see all that dirt and stuff that's hidden in between. So you want to make sure that we vacuum that up as well. You see back there, little stuff like that goes a long way. So we're going to make sure that we vacuum that up. Now I do need both hands to, kind of open and vacuum at the same time, but you guys get the gist of it. And typically what I'll go ahead and do after I'm done vacuuming is grab my detail bag. So I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all what's in the bag, what we're using, and then you guys can see how I use it. So in the bag right now we have some all-purpose cleaner. This is actually super clean, just with a McGuire's spray bottle and stuff. But this is actually super clean. Dilution ratio, safe. I don't know, it's probably 10 to 1, 5 to 1, whatever you guys want to dilute it to. I usually put super clean until you see that green bottom, till like right there, and then I'll fill the rest with water. So whatever dilution ratio that is, that's what we do. So we have brushes here. Now this is gonna be our dry brush. If you're doing air vents and stuff like that, you usually want to use a wet brush, which is one of these right here that we have. So we have 1, 2, 3 wet brushes here, and we'll first clean it with the wet brush, right? For example, we'll go ahead and clean it, and then once that's clean, we'll wipe it with the towel, and then we'll follow up with this here, and then kind of dust it off and clean it up a little bit more. So that's what we do that for. Then we also have our leather cleaner here. This is like a Scrub Ninja, and I believe Scrub Ninja. We just use this to wipe the seats down and stuff like that. It's a very effective tool to have in your arsenal right here. This is very easy to use, and it's not that difficult, to use. So I love using that. We also have 2 towels. So one of my towels is going to be a dry towel. So there's going to be like I said, the dust off or whatever. And then this is going to be the cleaning one. So you always want to make sure you separate the two, because you don't want to have this one wet and this one wet, and you're not making any progress, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and start detailing the center console here. All this here, work my way on this side, do the bottom trim there, do the door panel, and then that right there should be about 50% complete. Then I'll do the seat. I'll do the seats in the back, and I'll do the door in the back, and then I'll make my way around. So I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all step by step. Let's knock this out. All right, so this client did have a little bit of stuff here in the center console. I just put it there to the driver's side, and then we're just gonna go ahead and put the trash in the trash bag, and then whatever is not trash, we'll just keep it in the car. So this isn't too bad. So the transformation you guys are gonna see is not gonna look too crazy, since this is a maintenance detail. So we're just throwing away the trash, taking all the stuff out of the compartments here. These do fold in, so if you push them in, you can clean a little bit better. And then these 2 buttons up top kind of release it right there. So let's go ahead and take all these cup holders off and stuff. Spray our APC / degreaser. Spray that on there. Use one of these wet brushes to agitate. Make sure you're looking in the corners and the cracks and stuff like that. And then even in there, like these buttons, make sure they're cleaned. Oh, dropped my brush. I'm gonna go ahead and take this out my way real quick. And I'm gonna use my green towel to wipe, just like I mentioned. So you can use this green towel, kind of just wipe, clean up a little bit. All right, so we finished with our green towel. Now we have our orange towel, which is our dry one. So we just follow up again with the dry towel and get any wet spots that we left here. So we're gonna just use our towel first real quick, and then we're gonna use our dry brush, which is here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing that I did with the wet brush and do it with the dry brush. Now, in my YouTube videos, you might see me using a tornador gun, which is, you know, what I usually and typically use. My compressor is actually down right now, so I can't and I'm not able to use that. So this is kind of like the same way that I would do it if I didn't have it. It's not to say I can't detail without it, but it just makes your process a little bit more time consuming, you know. All right, you guys, so we just finished detailing the center console, the air vents, and the dash. So now that we have this section complete, now we're going to focus on this chair here, this seat. So what I'm gonna go ahead and use is the same all-purpose cleaner that I'm using. Go ahead and spray that lightly like this down here. Grab my leather scrub, give it a good scrub. Looks like they have some sunscreen and stuff on there, it looks like. As soon as we finish with that, we're gonna go ahead and grab our wet towel, give it a good wipe. Notice I'm putting my fingers in between the cracks in here. You might not be able to tell, but I really am trying to like dig into the seats and get that dirt off if there's anything in there. I'm not too worried about making a mess because I'm gonna come back with the vacuum and clean it up. So we have that bottom seat. This top portion isn't bad, so I'm gonna just spray it on my towel and just go ahead and wipe it off. Spray it on the towel and just wipe it. All right, you guys, so we just finished the entire detail. We also did the interior, of course. So here's a look at the interior. So we cleaned up the floor mats, cleaned up the seats, cup holders and stuff like that were all detailed and vacuumed. We have the air blasting right now because we got to drop it off to the client again. But this thing was actually not too bad. So, all right, so I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Hopefully you guys did. Make sure you comment down below any questions, any concerns. If you're, you know, wondering how we do disaster details or shampoos and stuff like that, comment down below. Ask me anything you want to know. All the tools, all the products will be linked in the description under the video. So make sure y'all check it out. Subscribe to the channel. Like this video. Peace out, you guys. Hustle never settle. Catch you guys on the next one. Let's go.